Following a hurricane, the Florida internet and television industries, along with many other companies, come together to restore the internet, power, and to supply life-saving necessities. Florida Internet and Television traveled to Jacksonville to visit one of our key partners in restoration, the iconic Anheuser Busch brewery. It plays a vital role in helping Floridians to recover when disaster strikes. We talked with some of their employees about this and about the brewery's history, production, packing numbers, and its stout economic impact. Here's more with John Reese, Senior Manager of Government Affairs for Anheuser Busch. We're here at your brewery in Jacksonville, Florida. For people in Florida that don't know how big Anheuser Busch is, give us a perspective of how big you are nationally and how big you are in Florida.
Sure, and thanks, Brad. It's great to have you guys with us here today. We have approximately 18,000 colleagues across the country with 100 brands in our portfolio nationally. Here in the state of Florida, we have approximately, if not exceeding, about 800 employees here in the state of Florida with 14 brands that we brew here in Jacksonville.
Okay, so let's talk about the business environment in Florida. What does Anheuser-Busch see beneficial to doing business here in Florida, being here in Florida? Why Florida?
Sure, that's a great question. And in fact, we're oversold here at the Jacksonville Brewery. And what does that mean? That means that we brew every drop of beer that we can, that we have at capacity here in Jacksonville. That's due to important and great infrastructure. That's due to a low tax environment and an environment that's conducive to doing business.
How does this brewery stack up against the rest of the breweries in your Anheuser-Busch portfolio? How are we doing in Florida against the rest of the guys?
Well, perhaps I'm biased because I'm located here in Florida, but we really embrace technology. We embrace how we brew, how we package, and how we ship product across the state, and also anywhere in the Southeast and internationally with some of our brands that we do so.
So, John, we've heard today about the role that Anheuser-Busch plays in delivering its water to victims of hurricanes and disasters. We've heard about your environmental impact, Anheuser-Busch's environmental impact, and their stewardship. Just kind of sum up Anheuser-Busch's goals as it relates to being integrated within a community in the state of Florida.
No question about it. We strive to be the best beer and have the best portfolio both in Florida and nationally. And so we're very proud of that, because what we brew here, the impact that we have in the community through the employment, through our wholesaler partnerships, all the way down to water that's delivered both prior to a storm and after a storm, and working with our wholesaler partners and the Red Cross. And we're very fortunate, and through those efforts, we're able to accomplish those goals of being the best beer here in Florida and the United States. All
right. Well, John, thanks to you and to the entire Anheuser-Busch family here in Florida for all that you do as a partner in hurricane preparation and recovery. And I'm sure everybody in Florida is going to continue to sample the amazing beers that Anheuser-Busch does. And for now, we look forward to working with you going forward. Thank you. I'm here with Craig Tomeo with Anheuser-Busch. You're the general manager of this brewery here. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Brad. And first of all, thanks for coming and spending the day with us.
We're happy to be there. It's great telling the story of what you guys do with your water. Before we get into the freshwater distribution thing, tell us a little bit about what you do as general manager. What's your day-to-day job like here at the brewery?
Well, first of all, I think I have the greatest job in the world. I work for one of the most iconic companies in America. We brew some of the most worldwide recognized brands, Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob Ultra. Primarily my day consists of making sure that as a brewery we're doing the things that we need to do, first and foremost to protect our employees, and then secondly to make sure that we're putting out the highest quality product that we can every single day.
How long has this brewery been here? What's the capacity? What do you make in a day?
So we're very proud of the fact that we've been brewing beer in Florida since 1969. So next year we'll be actually celebrating our 50th anniversary. We started out brewing about 1.6 million barrels of beer per year. Fun fact, a barrel is roughly 2 kegs. So over the years, we've done a lot of expansions, both in our ability to brew more beer and the same with our ability to package. And currently, we're able to brew and package about 9.8 million barrels.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the very important role you play in distributing fresh water. Tell us a little bit about the role this facility plays in getting that water to the people who need it most.
Sure. So, as a company, we're extremely proud that, since 1988, we've been shutting down periodically during the year, shutting down our production facilities and utilizing both our operational and logistics expertise to package water to send to locations that are impacted by natural disasters. Specifically in Florida here, it's primarily been around hurricanes. And, at our particular facility, we're more of the distribution hub. So the product comes into our brewery, and then we distribute it out to our wholesaler partners, who ultimately then make sure that the product gets into the hands of the right people working specifically with the Red Cross. So as an example, last year in 2017, we had water that went to about 16 of our wholesaler partners, and we distributed about 75,000 cases of water. So all told, since 1988 as a company, we've distributed about 79 million cases.
When a hurricane's coming to Florida, what does Anheuser Busch do to prepare and get ready for it?
So one of the things we're most proud of is not only our operational excellence, but also our logistics excellence. So what we do is, if there's a storm approaching, we make sure that the water is already here in the brewery and ultimately in the state. And then based on the path of the storm, we track it very closely. We then make sure that water gets to our wholesaler partners. So it's not a matter of the water arriving late. We want the water there ahead of time so we can get into the hands of the right people and work closely with the Red Cross to make sure people have what they need.
So how much water are we talking about, Craig? Couple cans, couple cases?
So for the 2017 hurricane season, we distributed about 750,000 cans throughout the state of Florida, working through our wholesaler network to make sure that people had the water they needed.
When we think about the water and we think about, recovery, obviously the internet and television industry, we supply most of the communications for the state of Florida, so we're working the same. We're in bucket trucks as you guys are rolling your water trucks under our stuff, restoring the network. Craig, thank you so much for everything that you do, not only for Anheuser Busch, but everything that Anheuser Busch's brewery does for the state of Florida. Thank you.
Thanks, Brad. We're extremely proud to be part of the community.
I'm Susie Busch Transu, Vice President and co-owner of Tri-Eagle Sales. Proud to be an Anheuser Busch wholesaler here in the great state of Florida. Tri-Eagle Sales provides Anheuser Busch and other specialty beverages to over 2,000 customers in north central Florida. So we cover 14 counties, and that ranges from the Apalachicola River all the way down through Ocala and Marion County. Well, it's really a great source of pride that my great-great-grandfather, Adolphus Busch, back in 1906, actually was involved in providing water to the victims of the San Francisco earthquake. So that philosophy of giving back and being involved in the communities every day, but especially when there is a crisis situation, is alive and well today, and it stems back that far. Anheuser Busch is a tremendous partner with us, the wholesaler family, in bringing water to the communities. Sometimes we pre-stage water at various wholesalers in case there is a forecast for a difficult hurricane season, but then if there's a specific need, we're able to get water, especially from the brewery in Jacksonville, on a very, very timely basis to serve communities in need. Okay. And they deliver it to us, the wholesaler, and we bring it to the local community. It truly is amazing when our team members get behind the wheel of those tractor trailers and they drive a truck full of water to these local communities where there is a great need for immediate assistance. Those memories will last a lifetime, and it really gives you that extra special sense of pride for being part of the Budweiser family.
Cheers to Anheuser Busch and its 30-year commitment to distributing clean, fresh water to Floridians impacted by hurricanes. Florida's internet and television industry applauds their efforts, and our member companies are committed to doing their part by keeping Floridians connected in the aftermath of a storm.